Welcome to Sugosha Media News. Today is 7th of July and here are the top defense, aerospace, maritime and strategic technology developments from India and around the world. India advanced its maritime capabilities with the commissioning of Mahendragiri, a new Indo-Japan stealth naval antenna agreement, development of a theater-level sonar network. DRDO transferred AMCA technologies to BHEL, while Hughes Precision, the indigenous UGRAM battle rifle, and Astra Drones strengthened domestic defense manufacturing. Globally, Lockheed Martin, Thales and Fincantieri expanded their undersea warfare capabilities. UK progressed Project PANTHEON, and today's special explainer covers the growing importance of anti-access area denial A2AD networks in modern warfare. The news in detail. Indian Navy is set to commission its sixth Project 17A indigenous stealth frigate Mahendragiri at Visakhapatnam on 11th of July. Named after the majestic Mahendragiri mountain range in the Eastern Ghats, the frigate embodies resilience, strength and unwavering resolve. As the first Indian naval warship to bear this name, Mahendragiri has been designed in-house by Indian Navy's Warship Design Bureau and built by Mazagon Dock shipbuilders. Incorporating advanced stealth features, enhanced survivability, reduced radar signature and a high degree of automation, the frigate is powered by a modern combined diesel or gas propulsion system, enabling high-speed operations with exceptional endurance across the full spectrum of maritime missions. The frigate is equipped with an advanced suite of indigenous and state-of-the-art weapons and sensors, including surface-to-surface, surface-to-air missile systems, sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities, comprehensive anti-submarine warfare systems, and an integrated combat management system. Capable of undertaking anti-air, anti-surface and anti-submarine operations, Mahendragiri is equally suited for maritime security, power projection, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, search and rescue and sustained presence missions. India and Japan have signed an agreement for the co-development of a naval radio antenna based on Japan's Unicorn system. Unicorn is already in service with the Mogami-class frigates of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. The Indian Navy is expected to equip its next-generation warships with a derivative of the system. Indian Navy has introduced the containerized towed and lift sonar initiative, marking a decisive shift towards a ship-agnostic network anti-submarine warfare grid. By packaging advanced towed array sonars and variable depth sonars into modular plug-and-play containers, the Navy can transform any vessel equipped with a certified A-frame and winch into an ad hoc ASW node. This approach decouples underwater coverage from the lengthy timelines of new hull construction and represents a fundamental doctrinal change in maritime operations. Navy can now distribute sensors across a wider variety of platforms, including offshore patrol vessels and auxiliary ships. This broadens the reach of underwater surveillance and ensures that even non-combatant vessels can contribute meaningfully to subsurface threat detection. The CTLS creates a networked sensor grid capable of operating in mono, bi, and multi-static nodes. By working in a tandem, these containerized systems can triangulate and track submarines across a larger geographical theater. This networked approach enhances situational awareness, strengthens deterrence, and complicates adversary submarine operations in the Indian Ocean region. The AMCA program has taken a decisive step forward, with DRDO transferring two critical technologies to Bharat Heavy Electricals. The technologies handed over are central to the aircraft set environmental control systems and thermal management architecture. They were initially designed for the Tejas Mark II fighter, highlighting a clear engineering progression and shared design philosophy across India's aerospace ecosystem. Both the AMCA and Tejas Mark II will rely on similar core systems, ensuring continuity and efficiency in production. At the core of this advancement lies the liquid cooling system, a mission-critical component for modern combat aircraft. BHEL's heavy plates and vessels plant in Vishakhapatnam has been producing cooling units for the Tejas Mark I since 1996, but those designs are inadequate for the immense heat generated by next-generation jets. Fifth-generation fighters are equipped with heat-intensive technologies such as AESA radars, electronic warfare suites, infrared sensors, and powerful computing systems. Internal weapons bays and stealth materials further complicate thermal management. Without robust cooling, these systems risk degraded performance or catastrophic failure in flight. One of the key components transferred is the combined pre-cooler and primary heat exchanger developed by ADA. This unit cools engine bleed air, often reaching 200 degrees to 400 degrees Celsius, before it enters the main ECS loop. Using ram air, it functions like a high-efficiency radiator, ensuring safe operating temperatures for subsequent systems. Hughes Precision Manufacturing, headquartered in Bangalore, has announced a major expansion of its small arms ammunition production capacity. The company is increasing its annual output from 80 million rounds to 220 million rounds. The expansion is centered at its Verna Industrial Estate facility in Goa, which now ranks among the largest small caliber ammunition manufacturing sites in both the Middle East and Asia. Founded in 2016, Hughes Precision has quickly established itself as a trusted supplier to armed forces, law enforcement agencies, and civilian markets worldwide. Its clientele includes several Indian state police forces, notably Maharashtra, UP, and Orissa, reflecting the company's growing domestic footprint alongside its international reach. The expanded facility is equipped with an in-house Department of Scientific and Industrial Research approved R&D unit, which ensures that innovation and quality assurance remains integral to operations. A dedicated testing range further enhances reliability standards, while the adoption of advanced technologies such as 3D printing underscores the company's commitment to military innovation. UGRAM 7.62 by 51 battle rifle, developed jointly by Hyderabad-based startup Dwipa Defence with ARDE, has completed key Army and Ministry of Home Affairs trials. Developed jointly by Dwipa and ARDE, the UGRAM rifle is now under procurement by several central armed police forces. The rifle was designed and built in just 100 days, billed as one of the fastest indigenous weapon development programs in the country. According to the company, the rifle has completed extensive reliability and endurance testing and is now moving towards procurement by the CRPF, ITBP, SSB, and NSG. According to Dwipa, the UGRAM features a modern gas-operated rotating bolt system, weighs less than 4 kilograms, and has an effective range of 500 meters. Astra Drones has entered India's loitering munitions segment by unveiling an indigenous precision strike drone designed for ISR as well as autonomous precision engagement. The system integrates surveillance and attack capabilities, enabling operators to detect, identify, and neutralize targets within a single mission. The platform supports the Make in India initiative by expanding indigenous combat drone capabilities and reducing dependence on imported loitering munitions. The development reflects the rapid evolution of India's private defense drone ecosystem, where startups are increasingly focusing on AI-enabled autonomous systems, precision-guided weapons, and tactical UAVs for future Indian Armed Forces requirements. The drone is expected to support future procurement programs requiring low-cost, high-precision strike capabilities for modern battlefield operations. Now the global news. Lockheed Martin announced the signing of a definitive agreement to acquire Ultra Maritime, a global defense company specializing in advanced undersea warfare and anti-submarine warfare capabilities for allied naval forces, for $3.45 billion. The company develops and delivers mission-critical systems, including sonar technologies, sonar buoys, torpedo defense systems, radar solutions, and autonomous maritime sensing platforms. Ultra Maritime's international footprint and portfolio of exportable ASW products, such as its sonar buoys, towed sonar arrays, and hull-mounted sonar product lines will complement and expand Lockheed Martin's ability to offer sonar solutions across next-generation maritime platforms. Upon closing, the team will become part of Lockheed Martin's Rotary and Mission Systems business area. The United Kingdom is advancing Project Pantheon to transform its Queen Elizabeth-class carriers into platforms capable of operating hybrid carrier air wing, a move of the UK Ministry of Defence unveiled on 29th of June as part of its defence investment plan. By integrating jet-powered drones alongside F-35B stealth fighters, the Royal Navy aims to expand carrier strike reach, increase survivability, and strengthen combat effectiveness in increasingly contested maritime environments. At the core of the program is Project Vanquish, which will trial jet-powered uncrewed aircrafts alongside the F-35B to validate crewed-uncrewed operations across carrier missions, from sensing and electronic support to future strike roles. Backed by Britain's more than €5 billion investment in drones and autonomous systems, the initiative positions the UK to modernize carrier aviation. Thales has announced a binding agreement to acquire the Gorges family stake in Exail Technologies with a view to launching a full tender offer. Once this acquisition closes, Thales will submit a mandatory tender offer to purchase all of the company for around €134 per share, translating to a company value of around €3.9 billion. By integrating Exail, Thales is assembling a full-spectrum portfolio specifically optimized to dominate the rapidly accelerating field of autonomous mine countermeasures, uncrewed anti-submarine warfare, and resilient inertial navigation. The intersection of Thales's and Exail's portfolios represents a powerful synergy in the uncrewed maritime system domain. Exail has established itself as a premier European player in naval robotics, notably through its flagship UMIS, that is the Unmanned Mine Countermeasure Integrated System. This comprehensive ecosystem relies on cascading autonomous assets, including unmanned surface vessels like the DRIX, autonomous under vehicles like AUVs, and remotely operated vehicles, working collaboratively to detect, classify, and neutralize naval mines from a safe standoff distance. Integrating Exail's native robotics platform directly into Thales's high-end sonar suites and command and control systems removes architectural friction. Instead of managing complex cross-vendor interfaces, Thales can now deliver a fully sovereign, vertically integrated turnkey uncrewed MCM solution to global navies. The two companies bring entirely complementary expertise in optical gyroscopes. Thales relies historically on ring laser gyroscope technology. Exail is a world leader in fiber optic gyroscope systems, which offer solid-state reliability and extreme precision for prolonged underwater deployments. By merging the RLGs and FOGs under one roof, Thales effectively secures a comprehensive dual technology portfolio capable of equipping everything from surface combatants and strategic submarines to guided effectors and aerospace platforms. Fincantieri has agreed to buy four Italian subsea technology companies for an initial investment of €600 million. The agreement covers acquisitions of majority stakes in Next Geo Solutions, WSense, Graal Tech, and Defcom, which will be integrated into Fincantieri's underwater technology hub. NextGeo Solutions, listed on Euronext Growth Milan, provides marine survey and geoscience services as well as offshore construction support services. WSense specializes in underwater communications and the Internet of Underwater Things, while Graal Tech and Defcom specialize in autonomous underwater vehicles and autonomous surface vehicles, respectively. Before we end, let us now analyze what is an A2AD network. Modern warfare is no longer just about defeating an enemy once combat begins. Increasingly, militaries aim to prevent opponents from entering a region in the first place or make operations so costly and risky that they become difficult to sustain. This strategy is known as anti-access area denial A2AD, and it has become a central concept in military planning around the world. But what exactly is an A2AD network and how does it work? Anti-access aerial denial refers to a collection of military systems and tactics designed to restrict an adversary's freedom of movement within a specific region. The concept is usually divided into two parts. Anti-access A2 measures intended to prevent an enemy from entering a theater of operations. Area denial AD measures designed to limit an enemy's ability to maneuver and operate effectively once inside that area. Together, these capabilities create layered defensive zones that can challenge aircrafts, ships, ground forces, and missiles. How does an A2AD network work? Instead of relying on a single weapon system, an A2AD network combines multiple capabilities into an integrated defense architecture. Long-range air defenses, surface-to-air missile systems such as the S-400 Triumph or MIM-104 Patriot can threaten enemy aircraft hundreds of kilometers away, making air operations more difficult. Anti-ship missiles. Coastal defense missiles can target naval vessels attempting to enter contested waters. These systems help create maritime exclusion zones around strategic coastlines and choke points. Sensors and surveillance. A2 and AD networks rely heavily on radars, satellites, reconnaissance aircrafts, drones, and electronic intelligence systems to detect and track potential threats over large distances. Electronic warfare, jamming systems, cyber capabilities, and electronic attack platforms can disrupt communications, navigation, and targeting systems, reducing an adversary's effectiveness. Several countries have developed significant A2AD capabilities. Russia has deployed layered air defense networks around regions like Kaliningrad and Crimea, while China has invested heavily in missile, naval, and surveillance systems designed to influence operations in the Western Pacific. Now, a quick wrap of today's news. Indian Navy is set to commission the stealth frigate Mahendragiri. India and Japan signed a stealth naval antenna co-development agreement. DRDO transferred AMCA technologies to Bharat Heavy Electricals. India also advanced indigenous defense manufacturing with a new theater-level sonar system, UGRAM battle rifle, Astra Drones loitering munition, and Hughes Precision ammunition expansion. While globally, Lockheed Martin, Thales, Fincantieri, and the UK strengthened their undersea and next-generation naval aviation capabilities. At Sugosha Media, we turn complex defense and aerospace developments into clear, actionable insights. From interpreting defense policies and facilitating market entry to navigating offsets and strategic partnerships, we help organizations transform strategy into execution within India's evolving aerospace and defense ecosystem. Follow Sugosha Advisory on LinkedIn to stay informed with the latest insights and become part of the conversations driving India's defense and strategic landscape. Our focus is simple: to bridge policy, technology, and business, enabling organizations to convert regulatory knowledge into sustainable growth and long-term opportunities. We look forward to partnering with you in shaping the next chapter of India's defense and aerospace ecosystem. Thank you.